is probably what happened. But a couple days ago, a week ago, somebody, I don't know who, it wasn't released who it is, somebody posted on Lil Tay's Instagram a statement that read as if it was written by her parents, saying like that they're sad that Lil Tay passed away, and then mentioned that her brother also passed away. So headlines started to come out saying that Lil Tay is dead and stuff like that, and the next day, 24 hours later, it came out that she's totally fine. So I guess he also released a statement saying, no, I'm alive, I'm traumatized by what happened. A lot of people have been calling them like people in their personal life, like probably like family and friends, and saying, I'm sorry about this news, which, if let's give them first the benefit of the doubt and assume that it is due to being hacked, which is the narrative right now, that must be horrifying, thinking that like somebody in your family or your child or whatever has passed away. I don't think their parents would have thought that, because it was written as if the parents wrote it, and if the parents are with the with the kids, they would know like they're alive, right? So I guess only the external family would think that this could be real. If we give them the benefit of the doubt, that is effed up. But given the past ways of how Lil Tay and her brother tried to be famous, I feel like it's her brother that tried to be famous, or not even the brother, the dad, or both of the parents, because it seems like there is a negative view of either or of the parents. Namely, the dad is viewed more negatively, or some people think there might be some sort of child exploitation going on, trying to use their children to get fame and money through the fame and exposure, allegedly. So it could have been that allegedly one of the parents posted something like that, knowing that it would get attention and get their name out if something comes out, and like in the next month or within this month, like Lil Tay is releasing music or something, then we will know. Like, let's think about it, like, let's put our thinking caps on. This is pretty convenient that all this buzz surrounded her name right before something happened. But if nothing happens, I feel like it could be just genuinely that the account was hacked, and since it was not being used since 2018, I feel like that might be probable, because it's an account that hasn't been used. It has a lot of followers. But then what would the hacker gain from just doing this quote-unquote joke? I don't know, unless it was, again, allegedly one of the parents, the dad, for example, trying to get some clout. I don't know. I don't know. It's just a really weird situation. But that has happened. I was like, what do you mean she's dead? She was like 9 in 2018, so I don't know how old she would be now. Math skills. But she's still like really young. Like, what happened? But a lot of people think there's some was actually a hacker. But yeah. Then I wanted to talk about quickly about TikTok and the weird live stream trend that is happening on TikTok. This is not really celebrity news, but I just wanted to talk about it since it's interesting to me, at least, and because it's strange. I don't know if you guys use TikTok. I haven't been on there like as much as I have been prior in a while. Like I haven't been scrolling on there for hours recently. I haven't been really going there every day, so I don't know about the trends, on TikTok. The trends are every single day, even like hour, morning, like they probably change every minute. But there is this thing going around where live streamers are pretending to be NPCs, which, if you don't play games, you might not know the term NPC, but it means non-playable character in a video game, where it could be like, an extra character that just says one sentence, like, game over, or sorry, I had to take a break. My food was ready and I had to stop the oven from burning it. Anyways, let's carry on. Anyway, NPCs, I bet you understand what it is. It's just something that has a set dialogue and it just says the same things. Basically, it acts the same way, it has the same walk. Sometimes it has little quirks, like it gets stuck, it doesn't turn around corners, for example, so it'll keep on doing the same animation, like it will keep walking, but it will be going to a wall, like it's not continuing on a path, for example. And these people on TikTok have cracked the code on how to make money, so you can interact with them through buying gifts. On TikTok there is option to give them gifts, which usually it's like reactions, or you can put a filter on their face, which go from like a very little ones to a bigger like animation, and they usually put it on the screen. What you can interact with, they usually have like a board maybe behind them, and they will associate a certain gift with a certain action, so you can kind of control them. So for example, they will keep doing their like walk, for example, on the same place that they're stood, and when you give them a gift, they will say something or they will react in a certain way. There's a lot of weird things like that on TikTok, where, like, for example, a bunch of girls separated. I feel like celebrity relationships last so short sometimes. At least the ones that are very, very public. And they do seem to have like very turbulent dating lives or love lives. And it mostly has to do with the amount of fame that they have, which played a role in this relationship. since she started filming that, they have been spending a lot of time together, and as you know, a lot of actors do get together from spending a lot of time on sets. It is just the same if you were to work with someone in an office, or I don't know, in a closed space, and you see them every single day, or you know, you spend every single day with them. So I guess a connection might be formed if you really liked each other and you got on well together, which I think people who are really criticizing Ariana missed the point where she was separated for a while after, you know, I guess dating this guy. This person was also married, but had already gone through a divorce, I believe, and were separated. So they were both separated from their partners. So I feel like there's no problem. And if people are criticizing Ariana, they should be criticizing Ethan as well, since he has a child with his partner, ex-partner, and Ariana doesn't. Like, there is a way big of a difference there. I feel like having a family and a full-on kid and like sharing that relationship is very different than just being with somebody and like you got separated and after months you start dating someone new. But when the news of their dating situation came out, Ethan Slater's ex-wife Lily J came out and said to Page 6 that Ariana Grande is not a girl's girl and her family is just collateral damage. That's what she said. She said, my family is just collateral damage and Ariana Grande is not a girl's girl, meaning that she was not following girl code and you shouldn't go after somebody else's man. But they were already separated, so I get what she's saying, and that's why I mentioned like they do have a child together, Ethan and Lily, so the dynamic is a little bit different. But also, why are you just blaming the other woman? It's easier to blame in this situation the other woman than the guy. And I feel like the woman in the situation always gets labeled as a homewrecker, but the man is kind of like pushed to the sideline. I feel like he also has, you know, a lot of the blame as well if we're blaming people, you know, at this point. But I feel like it's, I don't know, to me it just seems okay. If I was Lily, I'd be upset too. But I'm just feeling like she was feeling petty and, you know, angry, and that's why she did the statement. Not because it was anything more dramatic. And she probably gets publicity and attention to her name as well from this situation. Like, if you guys think about it, it's not just because she's angry, but somebody might have told her, like, take advantage of the situation, like, you can get some clout from this, you know, your name will be known. Like, I had no idea who Lily J was, Ethan Slater's wife. I had no idea who this woman was, and now I do. So think about that as well. Some sources say that Dalton, who is Ariana Grande's ex-husband, I guess, wants to work on their relationship still and make it work, and he's not ready to give up on their marriage. However, he's also dating casually to distract himself. Come on, man, you cannot have both. If you want to work on the relationship and the marriage, work on the relationship and marriage. If you want to date around and get over her you wouldn't want to distract yourself, like, let's be real. But yeah, apparently also another tidbit is Lily J was Ethan's high school sweetheart, so they actually got together way back. They started dating in 2012, and they were married since 2018. On August of 2022 they had a baby, and on July 2023 he filed for divorce from his wife. The suspicious part is on July 27th, so on July 26th 2023 the divorce has been filed. On July 27th 2023, conveniently, sources came out saying that Ethan and Ariana Grande are dating, and that, you know, Lily says that Ariana is not a girl's girl. I thought that was a really convenient timeline to get people talking about it, because it's kind of like dramatic to be like, oh my god, the day after he files for divorce he's dating Ariana. In my opinion, they had been dating for a while, and you don't just file for marriage in one day and then start dating somebody else. Like, that is a bit absurd, especially since they've been together since 2012. I feel like they probably were separated as well before that, and then, you know, Ariana and Dalton got together. But there's also like I think they went on double dates, which is so weird. If I'm being cynical, I'm like, that is weird, you guys. You went on double dates, now you're dating each other, and you left your significant others. That does not look good for either of you. But if they were both separated, like for example in January, and after a while, like through working on Wicked, they got feelings for each other and just dated, I feel like it's fine, you know. And we're missing a lot of context, so I feel like the people who are really blaming Ariana and like just going in on her for always stealing other people's men and being a homewrecker, saying that it's a pattern, you know, she steals other people's men, they're kind of projecting their feelings on her, in my opinion. And a lot of people do that with celebrities and, you know, like very popular discussions like this. Projection, it's common, it happens. I mean, Ariana could get whoever she wants, and to be honest,